There were a ton of Cartoon Network pilots over the years, and not every single one gets its own show. Today I'm going to be taking a look at some of my favorites that aren't greenlit right now. They haven't been greenlit for a while, but there is still a chance for them to happen in the future. First up, let's talk about a pilot called Back to Backspace.
Danger. Typo forest. Keep out. Children welcome. Danger. Typo.
Let's try that again.
With every stroke of every backspace key around the world, deleted information beams into a dimension of digital detritus. Here, an organization staffed by a motley cluster of deleted creatures organize every flub and failure and then determine the fate of each one. Right off the bat, you can tell that this is sort of like Chalk Zone. It's not exactly that because there's a lot of technology thrown in there too, but overall, I feel like the concept used in Back to Backspace is something I want to see more of. And don't get me wrong, the pilot was not incredible. However, it's a type of cartoon that has a ton of potential. You can tell from these clips that Back to Backspace has a unique style. Cartoon Network shows nowadays usually have generic animation, and I feel like Back to Backspace is a nice change of pace for Cartoon Network because you don't really see cartoons like this nowadays. Also, one thing I should probably mention is that Patty, the main character, is hinted at having some strange backstory. She doesn't know her true identity and she doesn't know where she came from. This is explored a little in the pilot, however it is towards the ending, so we don't really get any answers.
I'm not sure where I'm from. My life's a jumbled compendium. The world might seem screwy, but don't rearrange it. I've always relied on the kindness of strangeness.
If Back to Backspace eventually does become a cartoon, we're going to be finding out the mysteries and lore of Patty's backstory, and that's something I really want to see, so I think this show would be a pretty good addition to the Cartoon Network lineup. Next up, let's talk about AJ's Infinite Summer. A happy-go-lucky teenager named AJ and his offbeat friends attempt to have the greatest summer ever. Based on the title alone, you're probably getting some Phineas and Ferb vibes. I mean, this is a summer that goes on forever, and that's literally Phineas and Ferb. However, if you watch the entire pilot, you'll realize it's much different than that. If I have to compare this to something you're well aware of, I would say it's similar to regular show, but with a little Phineas and Ferb thrown in there. There are undoubtedly things that go on in this pilot that definitely would happen in regular show and it wouldn't be out of place, but at the same time, AJ's Infinite Summer creates its own identity, and it's a very simple concept, but one I want to see more of. It was only 8 minutes long, and we didn't really see much of the characters because you can't really develop them in that short amount of time, but I can tell that this trio of characters would work really well. I just feel like AJ's Infinite Summer is relaxing. It's something Cartoon Network would really benefit from, especially because regular show ended. Like, this could be a sort of spiritual successor to that. The pilot was released in January of 2016. It is definitely possible to be greenlit in like 1 to 2 years, and we just don't know about it right now. I'm hoping that's the case because this would just be a fun watch.
Hombres! I sure am sorry. I was a big bulbous butt about this whole thing.
We forgive you.
Yeah, pal.
Noise.
Where are we going?
Doesn't matter. We have the whole summer ahead of us.
Finally, let's talk about Galactic Kids Next Door. Now, I know this isn't technically a Cartoon Network pilot, but it's still something that I really think Cartoon Network should add to their lineup. The creator of Kids Next Door wanted to make this series continue off the original show, and there was a quick storyboarded clip, not a full pilot, but it's definitely something. It was written by the creator, originally voiced by the Kids Next Door voice actors, and storyboarded to make it come to life. It was also fully animated by a fan on YouTube, and this is really good. However, Cartoon Network denied it, unfortunately. I would assume the reason for this is that Galactic Kids Next Door seems like a very serious cartoon. Like, yeah, it would have the same humor as the original, but at the same time, the kids are grown up, and the tone of this 3-minute clip shows that it'll probably tackle some more serious topics.
Don't do it, Nigel! This isn't what the Kids Next Door is about!
The decision is not the Luna.
Galactic Kids Next Door could become a reality in the future. Cartoon Network may have denied it once, but the creator could keep on trying. If Cartoon Network is well aware of the amount of people that want to watch it, then who knows, maybe it will become a series at some point in time. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.